Welcome back to Drolla's Garage. Today I'm making a video here of my Garage Red 997.1 GT3. Reason is I'm gonna have to put this car for sale because I bought the white RS and I just can't swing both, so there's no point. I gotta put this car for sale. The car, I'm doing the video as is. The intention is to sell the car stock steering wheel, no roll bar, stock radio, just bring it to stock, you know. If the buyer wants the other things, we can negotiate that, but the car will be sold stock. Other than suspension, the suspension can stay. I'm not going through that to change everything back. I do have all the stock components and the buyer can have them, but right now it's got all the RSS stuff on there, which is a big improvement. So the Garage Red GT3, my understanding that they only made 62 Garage Red GT3s, 991s. I'm sorry, 997.1s. 62 Garage Red 997.1 GT3s. So it's not a fairly common car. And honestly, I wasn't crazy about it when I first bought it. I said, red. I had a speed yellow 996 GT3, and I'm red. I don't know, but you know what? It has really grown on me, and I have absolutely fallen in love with this car. And were it not for that other white RS that has recently found its way to me, I would not be selling it. I never intended to sell this car. I was going to keep this car forever. I was hoping to put 200,000 miles on it. But now that it will be the white RS's turn. The car does have 60,600 miles or so. It will go up because I do drive it. So at the moment right now, it's got 60,600 miles on it. All maintenance is up to date. Pinned coolant lines, lightweight flywheel, lightweight pulley, anything and everything that a pure driver would want this car for, it has. It's done. It's turnkey. Somebody can just buy it and either go across the country, they can go to the track, they can go to the mountains and do whatever they want in this car. This car is 100% ready to go. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so here's a little walk around video of the Red Rocket 997.1 GT3. Some say the best, some say 996. That's up for debate. I think they're both great cars. As you can see, it's a beautiful car. We can start from the front here. Let's see. There are a bunch of little chips and stuff basically all over the front end. I do drive this car, so I do take trips to the mountains. Things happen, you know. What else? There's not really any dings or door dings or anything major on it. Like here, there's a couple little scratches. Here also. Let me think where else. This could probably use a little touch up here, just a black, like maybe tape it off and just touch it up. I have here, I mean the GT3 sticker I put on there. Here, I don't know if you can see, I have a Ghost Pegasus. I purposely got a red Pegasus to put on the red car, so you can't really see it unless you know what you're looking at. I thought that was kind of cool, like a cool little twist or whatever you want to call it. I put the radiator grills up in the front there. They're all dirty, they're full of leaves. Again, I just came back from a trip to the Carolinas with the car. The car does have the cup lip on there. I mean, the hook from a cup car, the tow hook. I mean, the lip has seen better days. Those are wear items, so I'm not too concerned about it. I can always change it. What else? I don't know what else really there is to show. As far as repaint, the only evidence, I mean, this side's not bad at all. You can't really tell. On the other side, you can see just a little bit where they taped it, but I mean just barely. And unless you're really looking for it, like right around there, I mean you really can't see it. Otherwise, there really is no evidence of respray on the car. It looks magnificent. And plus it has some patina, you know what I mean? Because again, the front here has been peppered. Every time I go up to the mountains, whoever's in front of me just peppers me. So you know, it's not like a, oh, there's a little chip right there, if you can see that. It's not like it has a brand new paint job, and the car has been garaged ever since. All right, inside, the door panel is very nice. The seats are very nice. This one shows a little bit of wear, nothing major. Bolsters are in good shape. It's got the red console. It's got the red seat backs, which are kind of nice. That OMP steering wheel, I bought it because it has the red stitching and the red stripe. So I kind of liked it. My buddy was working there at the time, so he got me a deal. So I do have the original steering wheel. The intention of selling the car is to try to get it back as stock as possible. Just help selling the car. It's got nice red stitching everywhere. Everything is red stitching except the handbrake and the gear shifter, but I don't think those come in red stitching. The door panel has red stitching. What else? The gauges are red from factory. Let me take this out. What else? It is hardwired for a Valentine 1. I'm keeping my Valentine, but the wire's there. It's got this Sony Apple CarPlay, which is actually really nice. It looks almost factory. I wouldn't say 100% factory, but it does look nice. It's not overly modern or flashy or anything like that, so it blends in well. And plus, when you hook up your iPhone to it, you have navigation, you have you know, everything you would want. So there's the other door panel. I'll get out now and go to the other side. What else? The rear has this roll bar. Again, my idea is to sell the car stock. This roll bar is pretty good because it leans towards the back instead of the front. It mounts to the seat belt hole, so there's no drilling or welding involved. But again, the plan was not to include that with the car, because the car, again, being sold in stock condition, except for the suspension. That was the only thing I was thinking of keeping on the car. Hold on one second, I got a car coming here. So this door panel, as you can see, is also very nice. What else? I forgot to mention, I was at a Carson Coffee one day, and my buddy tells me, hey, anybody want some red 997 mats? And I said, well, I have a red 997, so he gave me some mats. I do have the original GT3 mats. They're very nice. But anyway, whatever. Red mats. Again, leather stitching everywhere. The dash is in really nice shape. There's nothing wrong with it. See, I can't zoom out anymore to give you a better idea. Console's in good shape. This seat also shows a little bit of wear. No, nothing major. But overall is in nice condition. One thing about the seat, the back here keeps coming undone. Like, you have to kind of like fold it over, and I don't really care. That's my dog's leash there. So whatever, I'm not worried about it. All right. Let's come up to the front here. Pretty standard. This does have a connection for a battery tender. I don't have the battery tender, but if you do, it's already hooked up for it. Otherwise, just, you know, nothing special to see here. Let's go to the back. Typical GT3 engine. What can I show you there? You can see the pinned line. I don't know if you can see any of the other ones, but that's the most obvious one there. You can see that it's been pinned, so have all the rest. I changed the oil on this car right before my road trip, so probably has 2,200 miles, 2,300 miles or so on it. What else? It's got the, I think those are the Wevo mounts with the medium, the yellow inserts. I don't remember if, I think I did put the function first transmission mount inserts in there. I don't remember. I'd have to get the car up on the lift again and take the panels off and see, but I'm pretty sure when I did that, I had put those in there, but don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it has it. All right, tires are Michelin Sport Cup 2s. These are dated 3419. They have lots of life left, and these are new. I just put these on right before my trip. These are dated 3221. They also have lots of life left. They only have 2,200 miles or so on them. So I put the two rears new and the two fronts. Again, they just had plenty of life. They were probably at 70 or 80%. So I just replaced the rears, all Cup 2s all the way around. This cowling here, you know, could use either some flat black spray paint or replace it. Those aren't very expensive from what I understand. But yeah, it's a little, you know, just a little faded, but nothing major. These little guys sometimes open when I'm going down the highway at, you know, triple-digit speed. Sometimes they'll just pop open and I just gotta close them. What else? These are the 4 tracks I've done with the car. Road Atlanta, Sebring, Atlanta Motorsports Park, and Homestead. Homestead twice. I've done each of these once and this one twice. That's what I've done with this car. So I haven't beat on it. You know, I drive it, that's for sure. I do drive it the way it was intended to be, the way the good doctor intended it. So I hope that's it. I don't know what else I can show you. You know, everything works. It's just a good car. If it wasn't for the white one, I would never be wanting to get rid of it. Okay, so here we are underneath the car. As it sits right now, the car has fab speed headers with high flow cats, side delete mufflers that have a little piece of pipe welded to the top of them that's supposed to help with the drone. I haven't really noticed it made much of a difference, but whatever. And then a stock center muffler going to the loud pipes on the bottom of the muffler. Underneath here we have RSS control arms, RSS toe links, and also RSS dog bones up above. Still, I retained the stock drop links. I'm not sure why I never changed those, but anyway, they're there. They're just stock drop links. In a previous video, I had shown you guys some oil that was coming out of that hole there, actually out of both of those holes. You can actually still see some of the remnants of that. I cleaned it up and it's now dry. You can see it, but it's not there. It's dry. That's from before. I put about 2,500 miles on the car. So since that, or 2,300 miles, I did a trip up to the mountains, and you can see it hasn't leaked anymore. So I think that was just overfill on the transmission from when I had Mr. Copens up there in Ohio go through that gearbox. And I think it was just overfilled and whatever was there came out. From this angle with this light shining right on it, you can see it. But for example, if there's no light, you know, you don't see the remnants of that oil that was once there, but is no longer. All right, moving along. Plastic panels, they don't show much. There's not really much to see. I can see there's one of those little studs that you put the little plastic nuts on that's missing. That might be the only one, I'm not really sure, but those things break off super easy, and whatever, it is what it is. That one is missing. So yeah, otherwise there's not much to see down here. Okay, so I had to move the creeper because I got this bar here for the lift, so I had to move it to the other side. So up here in the front, again, plastic panels, there's not much to see. You got the RSS control arms, also the steering tie rods, and I think I used factory. Let me check. One second. So I don't think I got those thrust arms from RSS. I think I got them secondhand, but they are adjustable, I guess thrust arms you would call them. I'm not really sure. I've forgotten about those, but they're there. So basically the whole front suspension minus the drop links, because again, I kept the stop drop links, is all, you know, spherical joint, you know, adjustable. So it actually works really well. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, the front pan here has a dent, and my understanding is that that happened when the original accident that this car had happened. So that it's just a dent. You don't even see it from the inside because that front luggage compartment area there has double floor, so you don't see it. So unless you're looking here underneath the car, you'll never know that that dent is there. So yeah, I guess that got a little bit damaged in the first incident, but it doesn't affect anything whatsoever. What else? And that's it. Otherwise, everything else is intact. I see a little dirt there, but I don't know if that's, I don't think that's anything to be concerned about. It's just some dirt. And that's it, underneath the car. Okay, so one thing about the exhaust on this car. My idea was to put the exhaust back to stock. Why? Because few people from California have reached out to me, and they want to be sure about emissions. Now, those headers do have high flow cats. They're 200 cell instead of 400 cell, but I don't know how that works with emissions. You guys out there in California have emissions. Here in Florida, we have no emissions. We could run straight exhaust out the back of the car and nobody would tell you nothing about it. So yeah, so the idea is when the car goes for sale, unless we work out something, the car will be sold with the stock headers, stock mufflers, all three, yeah, the two sides and the one center muffler hooked up to the stock headers like it would have come from the factory. So this is the build sheet for the car. You can look at all the options. Feel free to pause the video here and take a good look at all of the options that this car came with. As mentioned in the description below, the car was involved in two different incidents. Here's the first one, and this happened before my ownership, and then the second one will be right after this. As you can see, neither one was major. Nothing really happened. The first one, the guy went off the road. He went, I guess, I don't know, hit a curb or something, which is why you see that damage on the front tub. And the second one was by me. It just basically required a fender, headlight, bumper cover, and radiator pod. Everything else, and the turn signal. Everything else was reused, so it wasn't really badly damaged at all. Here you have a copy of the rev report. As you can see, the car has lived a fairly easy life. 113 stage 1s and only 4 stage 2s. And I'm not sure if those were even before my ownership. As you can see there, again, feel free to pause the video. I'm at 2241 hours right now, and the last stage 1 was at 1183. So that was about half of its life ago. Was that me? I don't know. I got the car with 37,000 miles. It now has 60,600. So that may not even have been me. I don't even know if I ever even hit the rev limiter on that car. But anyway, regardless, you can see it's lived a fairly easy life. Okay, so that's going to conclude today's video on the 997. It really is bittersweet for me. Like I said, I never wanted to sell that car, but what can I do? It's starting to get dark now, so I'm just going to go ahead and call it a day. But anyway, the car will be for sale. Price and everything we can discuss at another time. But yeah, so I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Hit the like button and subscribe, please. I appreciate that. Thank you.